Listen up, Blue Jays Nation, because what I'm about to tell you is going to shake you to your core. Our beloved Bichette, the heart and soul of our infield, is being predicted to pack his bags and head straight to Detroit. That's right, the Tigers are circling like vultures, and they want our shortstop superstar. Sports Illustrated just dropped this bombshell prediction that could change everything we know about the 2026 roster. I'm your diehard Jays insider, and today we're diving deep into this potential heartbreak that has me questioning everything about our front office strategy. But here's the million-dollar question. Are we really going to let one of our most electric players slip away to help a division rival make the playoffs? Before we dive deeper into this madness, make sure you smash that like button if you bleed blue and white. Drop a comment with your thoughts on Bo's future and hit subscribe because we're covering every single Blue Jays move this offseason. Let's set the scene here because this isn't just any ordinary Tuesday in Blue Jays land. We're coming off a season where expectations were sky high, but reality hit us like a fastball to the ribs. Our Birds finished with a disappointing record that left us watching October baseball from our couches instead of playing in it. The AL East was brutal as always, with those damn Yankees and Red Sox making our lives miserable. And don't even get me started on the Orioles surge. Bo was supposed to be our anchor, our franchise cornerstone, but injuries derailed what could have been a monster contract year. Now here's where it gets absolutely gut-wrenching for us loyal fans. Bichette bounced back this year after that disastrous 2024 campaign where he missed 81 games and looked like a shell of himself. We're talking about a guy who went from all-star caliber to question mark faster than a Vlad Jr. home run leaves the Rogers Center. The defensive metrics have been screaming at us for years. Bo ranks near the bottom at shortstop, and it's becoming impossible to ignore. But you know what? The man can still rake at the plate, and that contact-heavy approach is exactly what championship teams crave. But wait, there's a twist coming that makes this whole situation even more complicated. The Tigers aren't just some bottom-feeder team looking to overpay for talent. Detroit is a legitimate postseason contender, and they're specifically hunting for a right-handed bat to complete their puzzle. Think about that for a second. We could be watching Bo help the Tigers reach the playoffs while we're stuck rebuilding yet again. It's like watching your ex-girlfriend date your better-looking neighbor. The problems and tensions around this potential departure run deeper than Lake Ontario. Our front office has been playing it safe with contracts, and now we're facing the consequences. Bichette represented everything we wanted in a homegrown star, drafted by Toronto, developed in our system, and ready to lead us back to glory. But defensive liabilities don't disappear, and teams are getting smarter about where they invest their money. The rumor mill has been churning for months about whether the Blue Jays would even offer Bo a competitive deal. Speaking of rumors, the insider buzz around this potential signing is absolutely electric. According to Sports Illustrated's Will Laws, Bichette has reestablished his value after that nightmare 2024 season, and the fact that he's hitting free agency before turning 30 makes him incredibly attractive. Detroit's front office apparently sees him as the missing piece for their championship puzzle. Meanwhile, our own Shi Davidi and the Sportsnet crew have been dropping hints that the Blue Jays might not be willing to match what Bo could get on the open market. Now let's break this down from two critical angles that every Blue Jays fan needs to understand. From a roster construction standpoint, losing Bichette creates a massive hole at shortstop that we'd need to fill either through free agency or by promoting someone from our system. We're talking about replacing 150-plus games of production from a guy who, when healthy, can hit 300 with 20 home runs and 30 stolen bases. That's not exactly growing on trees, especially for a team already struggling to find consistent offensive production. But here's where it gets interesting from a tactical perspective. Manager John Schneider might actually welcome the opportunity to reshape this infield. Moving someone like Ernie Clement or promoting from AAA Buffalo could give us better defensive stability, even if we sacrifice some offensive punch. The question becomes whether we can find that production elsewhere in the lineup and whether our pitching staff can benefit from tighter defense behind them. Before we continue with the most shocking part of this story, make sure you're still with me by hitting that like button if you think the Blue Jays are making a massive mistake. But here's the kicker that's going to blow your mind about this whole situation. The timing of this potential departure couldn't be worse for Blue Jays Nation. We're finally starting to see some stability in our rotation. Vlad Jr. is entering his prime years, and guys like Alejandro Kirk and Dalton Varsho are establishing themselves as core pieces. Losing Bichette right now feels like watching the best years of this core slip away before they even get started. The Tigers, meanwhile, would be getting a proven major league hitter who knows how to perform under pressure and has playoff experience. Looking at the scenarios moving forward, we've got two paths that couldn't be more different. The optimistic view says letting Bichette walk frees up money to address our pitching needs and gives us flexibility to make a splash elsewhere. Maybe we target a proven ace or bolster our bullpen with multiple quality arms. The cautious reality check reminds us that replacing Bo's production won't be easy, and watching him succeed in Detroit while we struggle could haunt this franchise for years. Key dates are approaching faster than a Romano fastball. The winter meetings are just around the corner, and free agency officially opens soon. If the Tigers are serious about Bichette, they'll need to move quickly because other teams are surely going to kick the tires on a player of his caliber. For the Blue Jays, decision time is now. Do we match any offer Bo receives, or do we wish him well and move in a different direction? Here's what Blue Jays Nation needs to understand about this potential bombshell move. Bo Bichette heading to Detroit would represent more than just losing a good player. It's about watching a franchise cornerstone help a division rival while we're left scrambling for answers. The Tigers would be getting a proven hitter who's still in his prime, while we'd be back to square one at shortstop. So here's my question for all of you die-hard Blue Jays fans out there. Do you think letting Bo Bichette walk to Detroit is the right move for this franchise? Or should we be doing everything possible to keep him in Toronto? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a real conversation going about the future of this team. If you want to stay on top of every Blue Jays move this offseason, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on, because this story is just getting started. Until next time, keep bleeding blue and white, Jays Nation.